Hey guys, I'm back with Breath of the Wild. Officially this will be part 2, I'm guessing. Let me see. Oh yeah, we did the Great Plateau tutorial yesterday, or last time, whenever it was. So today what they've got me scheduled to do, or projected to do, is go find Impa over at the Kakariko Village. Now, I'm going to walk that way, work my way that way. But like I said to you beforehand, there's some shrines, some collectibles, new bugs, new insects, whatever you want to call them. Well, that's a moblin over there, right? There he is. And new enemies to confront and work with. And as you can see, I'm not very well equipped. I just have the one extra heart that I had when I, let me see what this is, when I completed those shrines. Warm Donner. See, these little characters right here will be good for helping you upgrade. Let me just give this guy real quick. Okay. Do you see that tower up there? I'll get every one of them in the game. Probably starting with, where'd it go? Well, it's over there somewhere by the shrine, or by the, what's called the Dueling Peaks right there. It's going to be, I think, over there. So I will get to it. My point is, I'm going to try my best not to kill myself here. Knock him down. And I can take, what was that? Oh yeah, I can take the weapon he's got, even though it's two-handed. I don't need it that bad, but whatever. But again, there's the first of the Moblin Fang and Horn. I'll collect hundreds of these things, y'all, hundreds. We're gonna mosey on this way. I know there's a couple of shrines between here and there. More enemies. I'm gonna try not to die. And yes, I can run a little bit, but only a little bit before my stamina wheel runs out. If you look at the map, I'm heading in that direction, but as I do this, I'm going to open up the map with those towers I told you about, so you'll see as we go. This is a way longer walk than it looks like. It's a journey. We'll pass our first stable before we get there, so there's a lot of things you'll learn. I'm going to try to do in this video, kind of another secondary tutorial outside of the Great Plateau, you know, where again you see there's the, what you call it here, the more warm darners, I'm sure. There's cold darners, electric darners, but in this particular area, it's the warm darners. And you're probably thinking, well, that's a lot of effort for something. Well, yeah, it is a lot of effort, but eventually you're going to get armor you can wear and just grab everything as you walk by it. For the time being, though, just get what you can. You will constantly be required to get the multitude of items in this game to upgrade armors, to make meals, all kinds of stuff. So grab what you can. Again, I mentioned something about Koroks seeds. Now there are 900 of these things all over this map. Right now, it's not my biggest interest to collect them all. Right now with those, I'm just making sure I've got their information there. But anyway, when it comes to the Koroks, for every few of them you collect at a certain amount of time, you'll be able to upgrade your inventory here. You'll get a spot for another weapon, a spot for another bow, a spot for another shield, and the armor spots are always going to be available. But these three things right there, you'll want to upgrade so you can have as many as possible. You never want to be without weapons, especially when it's time to face Ganon or Calamity Ganon, whatever you like to call him, because you want to be ready, especially if you're going to go in without the biggest toys, because a lot of times those those spots are better for you to have more rather than necessarily the best. You can't always have the best weapons. Oh, that farmer here was good. No, that was not. Why did I not do that? Anyway. Anyway, like I said, a lot of stuff here. What we'll do is we can, right now, it's already dark outside. When it's nighttime, the Stalfos enemies, the skeleton versions of the ones you just saw will come out. I'm going to go in this shrine here. There's 120 shrines. When I go in here, I'll get another orb, crystal, whatever it is, I forget. It's different in both games. And every 4 of those, I get an additional piece to my stamina wheel or additional heart. And on top of that, right now, it'll fill up my energy because I don't want to have to fool with cooking food. Because I don't have a pot near me anywhere. But I think in general, this should be pretty easy. I think this is one of the first ones. Yeah, the wind guides you. Now, a lot of these are just, what's the word I'm looking for? Puzzles? Yeah, puzzles. And a lot of them are battle oriented. So you gotta, you know, kind of hope in the early phases you just kind of get the puzzles like I'm getting right here. That is, and every one of these dungeons has a treasure chest, or these shrines has a treasure chest you can get. You can see that there's really not much to do except for come up here and jump across, drop down here. This thing will be done there. And I want to double check. It's been years, y'all, years since I played this, so give me a second to remember some of this stuff. See if I want to go back. I don't want to go back. Anyway, it'll come back to me here in a little bit. This one's pretty simplistic, though. And that didn't do it. Well, anyway, I'm going to do this again. That was just my own ignorance right there. And that's done. So it gives me a spirit orb, I think is what they're called, and 3 more of those, and I'll get another heart or addition to my stamina wheel. And right now, most importantly, it's going to fill up the empty hearts that I have right now. I'm done. I'm about to die here. Spirit orb, that's it. Alright, so but you're going to see, like I said, 120 of these shrines throughout the game. You're going to see them all the time. Some will have to be found, some will have to be generated, I guess, turned over somehow, you know what I mean? You have to do a trick or something to make it come up or reveal itself. And some of them are underground, some of them are hidden. You get the point. Some of them are just right there in front of you like this one. But again, you can collect more weapons, more, what do you call it? Like I just got there, the amber, more of that kind of stuff, gems, jewels, whatever you need, whenever you get these things here. Work on these shrines, and I'm not worried about this guy behind me. I'm just going to run there. By the way, that tall orange thing in the distance is that what you call it? I'm going to get the shrine, the tower that'll help me. That'll help me open up the map. Now there's more stuff to do. There's a, what do you call it, a Korok down below this bridge somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. I think this guy's intentional. You're supposed to talk to him. Not anything big, just to be, he's the first civilian you get your hands on basically when you get out of the Great Plateau, outside of the old man, who's a ghost. Guardians they're fun. I mean, even for the most experienced. I'm not worried about you. Even the most experienced players, especially when they start this game, Guardians will just drive you crazy. Scare you to death. Now there is I'm pretty sure there's one down here. Yeah. And there's one across the pond there too, on one of those puzzles. It's right over there, but I don't feel like doing that right now. We'll get to those when we get to those. Let me get back up here. I don't want to hear about it. I got it, brother. Okay. So we keep moving. There's more shrines, and there's one over there by that. That's a horse stable right there. There's a shrine next to it. You'll use those all the time. Another tower right there we'll end up getting to. Eventually, we'll open the whole map. But we're gonna combination shrine and we'll open the map and try to make our way to Impa over there at Kakariko Village. Now there's more Koroks, especially right here in this broken down tree, torn up tree on your right. Again, my character is not exactly equipped to handle all of the enemies that are coming up. There's a lot of them. There's the geese, the infamous geese. We call them bats. The game calls them geese. There's a big deer. Might as well go ahead and register the first geese wing, maybe eyeball. Is there an eyeball around here? Now, we'll see. There's pieces that come with those guys too. I walked past this tree. Alright, let me go over here and get this Korok. Here's a new mushroom. I haven't seen this one yet. There's about 6 different kinds of mushrooms in this game. That was the iron shroom. This one is the staminella again. If you follow this flower, it'll jump. Follow them all the way to the top and get these mushrooms. Again, these are for cooking, and a lot of these give you boosts, and in this particular case, stamina. You'll run blue nightshades all over the place. I'm still chasing this yellow flower here because I said there's a Korok at the end of it. I couldn't remember. It's been a long time. Let me go ahead and get this firefly right here, just so I can have them in the inventory and know they exist. Sunset firefly, I think is what it's called. Yeah, now this is again another, what you call it, Korok. So what we'll do is we'll stasis this bad boy, and then we'll knock him in the hole a little bit. 2 ought to do it. Let's see. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, 4 out. Like I said, 900. Long way to go. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the ones I know right off the top of my head when I see them. There's a lot of them. But some of them, they just say, hey, I'm right here. Don't forget me. And I'm really just trying to avoid some of these enemies, y'all. I know it's nighttime and they're sleeping and so forth and so on. There might be a faster way to do this, but I'm doing it the way that I feel comfortable. And again, my son, sorry. Alright, so we're going to mosey our way over here. I think there's a little enemy camp right before we get here, but we can go around that. More bugs, crickets, I think they are, restless crickets. Looks like the sun's getting ready to come up. Oh, treasure chest. And some of these towers are, like I said, they're struggle getting up. You got whiz robes. If you're familiar with the Zelda games in general, whiz robes are magic. Kind of like little magicians. They're a royal pain in the ass, especially in this game. You'll have whiz robes shooting at you. You'll have guardians shooting at you. And you just have to, I guess, do your best to get up at the quickest, safest way you know how. You can figure it out. It's not that complicated. We'll get it done. And I know you're thinking it's an awful lot of work, but there's not that many of these, not near as many shrines or shrines and Koroks. And once you get it done, like I said, it opens up a huge portion of the map. I'll show you in just a minute when I get up to the top here. And you'll be glad you did it because you'll have, again, and another thing, like I said earlier, I meant to do it on the Great Plateau and forgot to. You can warp to these, you can warp to the shrines, so you can jump around the map really without having to walk. You can get horses, but they're not entirely necessary. You can jump the map pretty good once you get it all opened up. And this will be the last one. Now, then we'll get this opened up, map and warp spot. And I'll tell you what, these shrines are great places, not shrines, the towers are great places for aerial, I guess, assault or pursuit or travel. You know, you can get way, look at this, you can get way up here. Look how far hard to jump off of my, paraglider. I could probably get all the way over to that fire smoking. But let's do this first, and then we'll worry about all that. And I'll show you how much of the map it opens up. And this is one of those games where each person, really, like I said, the world is so big and the gameplay is so free, I guess, even non-linear again, that you can do what you want when you want. So you don't have to follow me. I'm just saying that this is kind of the way I did it, and it worked. I've done this game at least 3 times all the way through. And it takes a long time. So to do it more than once really is a little redundant, but whatever. My point is I've done it 3 times, all 100%. That means all 900 Koroks 3 times. Look at that. All right, look how much map opened up. Boom, that's a big chunk. And you see Kakariko Village up there in a little mark. And it's not labeled yet, but it will be later. Now we know exactly where we're going. As you can see, directly, I'm in the middle of the screen, flashing right there. Directly to my bottom right is the Dueling Peaks walk. We're going to walk down that river and then hang a left, which will put us northbound towards Kakariko, and there'll be our first stable that we're going to visit right there. So you'll see as we go. Yeah, and this too. Now the Sheikah sensor will be searching for shrines, so it'll make little beeping noises when there are nearby shrines, which is good for us. And you'll probably get tired of hearing that noise. I'm not going to lie to you. But it is what it is. Part of the game. You can change it, modify it later on once you get your Sheikah Slate upgraded to beep for anything that you're looking for, all the way down to a treasure chest or a bug. You know, if you want a certain bug, it'll say, this is where they are, follow this. You see that beep beep, and it says there's a shrine there. Now, I'm not sure exactly which shrine we're talking about. Probably one of these up here. I've got a couple of them on the Great Plateau. I think there's one down here. One over there somewhere. Anyway, I'm not going to fool with it right now. I'm going to Kakariko Village. And we're not going to get back down there. We're going to take our man and jump. We're going to fly this direction, see if we can get and avoid some of these enemies. Those black rocks right there on your left. I'll show you more when we get to them. I don't want to climb. You can pop these with two-handed weapons, even one-handed weapons, but you'll break the one-handed weapons quick. Let's see, for example, this is a good one. The sledge, just whack it and then you pick up the goods inside and you'll find all kinds of gems in there. Amethyst, rubies, diamonds, all kinds of stuff. I can't remember if that thing is down there below me or up here. There it is. So, like I said, when we find these shrines, we're going to, especially if we're running right into them like this, we're going to go ahead and take care of them. Again, they're warp points on the map, and they do give us the opportunity to one-up our stamina wheel or our energy bar. And I think, again, this might be another one that's just a puzzle. Maybe not. Maybe I've got to fight on this one. I don't know. Yeah, this is a puzzle. Timing is critical now. As you can see, I've got to get that guy in there, and I got to figure out exactly the best timing, and I think I did in the first go that time. He's going to send this over here to me, and it's going to go back, and we're going to do another one like this. But again, you see there's no enemies, there's no threat. It's just to use your brain. That's why I think this is such a cool game. I like the dungeons in the traditional Zelda games, the linear style games, but there's something about this I really like. And this one's even more fun. Jump on here because it's going to start moving as soon as he gets in the hole there. Generally pretty easy. They get harder. That one didn't work as easy as I wanted it to. And that might get there. Yeah, that'll do it. Anyway, you know what I meant to get on that. You know what I'm saying. No, you'll learn it. And like I said, in most of these puzzle ones, you're good because you don't have to worry about the enemies beating the shit out of you while you're trying to figure things out. You know what I mean? Most of the time. And if they do, you can go ahead and kill them all first and then work on the puzzle if it happens to be that way. And there's a treasure chest up here. I forget the best way to get that one. I'm not going to all this trouble. I think I can get it by jumping over there, but otherwise I don't care that much. No, that's not going to do it. I don't don't need it that much. I'm sure I can figure something out, but I'm not going to fool with it now. Let's get out here and get down to Kakariko Village. It's probably just a jewel. I get 1,000 of those. And this is number 3 since we've left the Great Plateau. So one more, and there is at least, I mean, I say at least loosely, because there's a lot of shrines. At least one more I can think of off the top of my head on the way there, and it's right across from the shrine, the horse stable we're talking about. So I'll grab that one. I have 4. And then I can go to one of the prayer statues and upgrade. Probably go ahead and get myself another heart. We'll see. See what kind of mood I'm in. And again, this is bomb, I guess, sensitive. So what we'll do is we'll, for the heck of it, put a bomb down here. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Treasure chest, and it's probably gem, opal, or something like that. But I'm gonna, can always take, well, inventory's full on bows. That's kind of shocking. Get the traveler bow, which is a little bit better. I think. Not much, but a little bit. There's an octorok right there with a little tuft sticking out of the ground like that. And again, y'all can do what you want to do. I don't concern myself with it as much with these monster camps. I don't necessarily need what's in their chest at this point. I can come back later if I want to. I'm just trying to get to the next step in the game. There is the first stable that we're going to go into. And here's that shrine I was telling you about. Now, as you can see, it's got a border around it of nastiness. But I figured this one out back when I first started this game. It's not really difficult to see. You can just soar right over the top of it and land in there. And then once you've completed the shrine, the thorns or whatever they are will go away and you can have access to it. This right here, once completed, will give us our 4th spirit orb. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this game takes some time. If you want to do it right now. There are certain people that can and want to when it comes to completing the game without having to beat all the divine beasts, without having all the what you call it, the appropriate weaponry and so forth and so on. I don't want this weapon anymore. My little sword back on. Now, you can do these, what do you call it? Just Cryonis, yeah, right here off of the side there. Pretty easy. You'll see more of that kind of stuff coming up. Typical puzzle style, like I said. No enemies in this one, but as you'll see, there's a ball that comes rolling down, and you need to make sure that it gets into that hole right there. It's marked accordingly. It says, "Come get me." And you'll do it by using the Cryonis again. Why did I go on with Cryonis again? I'm going to see if I can stick him right there and see if that knocks him down. And if it does, then the next thing I'll do is move that guy. Watch. There we go. Done. Well, I thought I was done. So let's go down here and do one more. And I'll do it. And you'll learn how to do these things. Again, there's a treasure chest in here somewhere. I'll worry about it later. I'm not worried about it right now. But this will give us our 4th spirit orb for the game. So out of 120, this makes number 8. We only have 112 to go. You get my point? A lot. Wait, I thought it was number 4. No? Okay, maybe you're wrong. Maybe it isn't wrong. Number 3. Okay, so I got to get the 4th one. Excuse me. I wasn't counting. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't thinking appropriately. But there's another one between here and there. Trust me. And there's plenty of opportunities. So what we're going to do now is run across the pond here, go into this first stable, let them tell us everything they can tell us regarding this is where you can board your horses, and there's some side quests, and there's Beetle. Anybody who plays Zelda knows who Beetle is, right there. He's a popular guy. You will be able to board horses, you will be able to cook at this campfire, any of them just like it. You will be able to take the apples. I don't need her opinion. You will take this wood. You can make fires anywhere in the game, any point in the game. Let's see. Oh, well, him is not as strong. When you do make the fires, you can sleep, make time go by. It's beneficial. I look for people that have little things over their head, little red dots or whatever they have, what you call it, side quests. I think this guy's one of them. No, he just tells me about the moon, I think. The blood moon's what's going to happen when you kill enough enemies. The game will need to reset them because they literally do die, all of them, when you kill them. But then when enough of them are gone, the blood moon will show up. It's on the schedule. I don't remember exactly how the schedule goes, but the blood moon will show up and reset all of the enemies. So you can get them again, kill off the guys you need to, get the weapons you need to, get the equipment you need to. Let me run over here and talk to the, what you call it, the guy here. Welcome to the stable. I do, but I don't according to this game. And catching horses is fairly simple. Matter of fact, it might be a good idea to go ahead and catch one for this trip, because the Kakariko Village is still a pretty decent ways away, and the horse would make it easier. And I saw horses out here in this field. So what we're going to do is we're going to go steal one. Sneak up on a horsey horse. Let's see if I can see one from here. See, there's some right there. That's a nice pretty one. Let's go get him. All we're going to do is we're going to creep like so. And I believe the solid color ones are harder to get, but the multicolor ones are easy to get. With your stamina wheel being the way it is, it's going to be difficult to have enough energy to hold on to one of these guys. I'm going to try the solid color guy here. Hit my wrong button. That's my own fault. I like his color. I don't like it that much, though. Let me go get these spicy peppers. I was hitting the R button instead of the L button. It's been a while. I'm sorry. Can't remember. I'm going to make this guy my horsey right here. I like the other one's color better. Even though I'm not going to be able to tackle him because he's going to be solid color. Got it, barely. Now what you do when you get them, they're going to be really hard to control. So just walk him and keep hitting the L button. Oh. And hit A to speed him up. Now he's going to go wonky. And if you keep hitting A button and keep calming him, soothing him, whatever, eventually you can also see his head shaking. You can also give him some food. I don't want to talk to you. Other guy. Do I even have any money? No, I don't have any money yet. You don't like mushrooms. Give him another apple. I should have been trying to get some daggone some rupees, but I guess I'll find them when I find them. Alright, let's head this direction. Okay, if you look, there goes Beetle. Now the map shows us that if we go all the way, basically follow this road, we'll run into Kakariko Village, where Impa is. Now we're going to do that. We're not going to fool Beetle. We don't have any money right now anyway. Keep soothing your horse. Eventually it'll reach 100%. It'll love you. And I think, best of my recollection, it's a Korok right there. I'll come back and get it later. I think Hestu, the guy who upgrades our inventory quantity, is coming up here, and I think he wants me to help him out. I don't know if I got the balls to do it right now. I might. We'll see. There he is. He needs his maracas back, and I think let's go ahead and try this, see if I can do it. You stay there, horsey. He's got the red little dot on them. It's a side quest or a quest in general on the game. So this is Hestu. He collects the Korok seeds. We're going to give all of them we find to him. He will give us upgraded inventory for the majority of them, and then eventually after that it's not as worth it. But whatever, you'll play the game. If you're like me, you're completionist, you'll do it anyway. All right, I'm going to go get his maracas if I can without getting killed by these guys. First time I tried this, I couldn't beat him because I was so weak, but I'm better than that now. I'm sure I'll figure out the best way to eliminate these guys. Let's start by having bombs ready. Oh, that's good. Blew myself up. I like the long range on that bad boy, but I'm going to take this one here. See if I can. That's a stick, I don't need that. Take the guts. The guts are going to be good for upgrading later down the road. Alright, let's go get their treasure chest here and get the maracas back to Hestu. Now we can be done with that part of the game. Did I ever get any food? Yeah, let's eat that food. Let's stop the beeping. Yes, I do. Yep, and just one here will make it bigger. That's going to get a little more expensive every time. There's no way it's that easy. I'm going to go weapon status because I always need the weapon inventory. And since I know I've got more than that, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the upgrades that I can until it starts requiring more than I have. But as you see, he's added another spot to my inventory right there for weapons. Let's see how many, 2 of them this time. All right. And he'll probably ask for 3 next time. And I'll give him those 3 and I'll move on. Hopefully. Might be 4. If it is, I'll go to shields or bows. Oh yeah, that's right. 2 upgrades and he's going to disappear. We'll have to go find him. Oh, we'll find him later. No big deal. I know where he is. Over here and do this puzzle real quick. As you can see, this is a Korok puzzle. There will be lots like it. Well, first let's get rid of these guys. They're one-shotters. That makes them so easy. And you keep collecting these things. There's not one of those beetles. I like to get these guys when I can. Where'd my horse go? Did he run away? Did he get scared off? Maybe. They didn't kill him. No way. Well, whatever. I'll get all kinds of horses throughout the game. There he is. Move. I think there's a Korok up there, but I don't want the stamina for that right now. You wait here, son. You know what? You can come to the village, or at least closer to this. And every village has at least one, if not more than one, of these, what do you call it, shrines in them to help you. To help you enable yourself to warp back and forth and things like that a little easier. I think there's a Korok up there, if I hit that. Maybe it's not that one. Maybe it's this one. And guys, like I said, when they're right here, go ahead and get them. There's my horse wandering around. Alright, this is Kakariko Village. There are lots of people to talk to about a lot of different things. I'm not going to do that right now. Right now I'm going to go up this hill here. I'm going to do the shrine to get my 4th spirit orb and also mark a warp location for Kakariko Village so I can come back whenever I want to. And then I will go talk to Impa. Let's do this shrine first. Let's get the beeping to stop. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, inventory full now. Whatever. Since this guy's almost worn out, we'll get rid of him. It's flashing. It's fixing to die. One more hit or so, it's gone. Oh, this is a guardian test. One of those I forgot about these. But it's level 1, so it's not that bad. Okay, this is just training, basically. So what I do is I target him, and then I jump. Watch this. Why am I squatting? Now, flurry rush. Alright, backflip. Now I'm wearing out this weapon for nothing I forget. Just do what it tells you to do. And those guardian swords are going to be great for, well, a good while. I mean, I act like they're not. The 20 is not the best weapon in the game, obviously. But you'll collect a lot of these guardian swords, level 1. You will use them constantly. Matter of fact, there's one shrine every time a blood moon opens I go back to, just to kill a couple of these guardians and collect their swords because they're such good pieces to have. And this will probably be another weapon, I hope. Nope. But those will come in handy later, like I said. And now, like I said, I've acquired the fourth one. I'll go down to the shrine, the prayer shrine kind of thing here in this village. I'll get the hearts, or the one heart, and then I'm going to talk to Impa. And she'll give us new goals. She's also going to give us, not right now, but for something we're going to do, she's going to give us a piece of armor that you probably, if you're like me, once it's upgraded, you'll be using it for the rest of the game. And I use it for all of Tears of the Kingdom 2. It's that good. It's pretty too. Good looking piece of armor. It's called the Champion's Armor, I think. Down here, where we're going to go, that house there is Impa's. But right here, before we get to Impa's house, there's a place you can buy armor in this house. And we don't have any money right now. We'll find a way to get some more money. Let's come over here. This is the little statue you can say a prayer at. Now that I got 4, I can talk to the statue, trade in my spirit orbs, and this time I'll go ahead and do a heart container because I don't need to do a lot of climbing yet. I will need the stamina later on, though. Don't think it's not important. You will need it. Just right now, I'm trying not to die. And like I said, for all 4 spirit orbs you get 1 more of those. Well, let's go see Impa. Now this is another Korok. As you can see, there's apples here and an empty spot. If you put an apple down in that empty spot, it will give you another Korok. And again, we're going to do the Koroks because we need them for later. And if you expect 100% the game, you'll need to get the Koroks. Now when you're done with this, you can do what I do, and that's just take every one of these apples. Now these guys aren't going to like me at first. They see the Sheikah slate and they know I'm somebody of importance. They're going to let me up there to see her. Thank you guys. And I believe this part here is going to have a little story to go with it too. That's Paya. She's shy. Spoiler alert, in Tears of the Kingdom, she's the new leader of the Sheikah tribe. Impa's more or less retired. She's not dead. She's just not doing this anymore. She's doing other stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's go talk to the old lady here. Now, I think she gets speaking dialogue here. I think there's very little speaking dialogue, but yeah.
You're finally awake. It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you? Oh.
Yep, I've lost it. But she's going to help me find a way to get my memory back, and it's going to be awesome. I'll need to find, I think it's 15 of them, something like that. Don't give me, if it's 18, I'm sorry, it's 15-ish, I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Oh.
But you got to find the memories, and you'll get to see the backstory too on what happened. It's pretty cool. And again, I apologize, y'all. I read this already. I don't need to know what's coming up. Well, I'm not done talking to her, I guess. I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here's some backstory, y'all.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land, should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon. Oh. Yeah.
And we're going to do that, but we're not. That's what my mistake was listening to input too early. She said go to the Divine Beast, and I went into her like with 3 or 4 hearts, thinking I can handle this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explore Hyrule, and you can do it either way. You can go right to the Divine Beast if you want to. I advise you to, bulk up, find Hestu, get your upgrades on weapon storage, shield storage, bow storage. Find some new weapons. Get your as many shrines as you can to up your stamina, up your health. Cook some foods, which means you'll need to find some new stuff, some new, just watch what I'm doing here. We'll get you prepared. That way you'll go into these divine beasts with a lot more ease. You'll see what I mean. All right, Kakariko Village is up there a little ways, or over there a little ways, however you want to say it. I'll get there and probably will go on there first because there's about 3 more shrines I can get to, I think, in that general vicinity. Another tower I can open up. I need to find memories too, and I think once I find my first one, she'll give me the champion's armor. So now, let's see what they're telling me to do. Lock mementos. So we need to go to the Hestu Ancient Tech Lab. Now, if you look at the map, looks like it's easiest just to come down here and go this way. Probably is. That's what we're going to do. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of, what do you call it? A lot of little side quests here in town that'll help you get some money, some weapons, some whatever, a whole bunch of stuff. But we're not going to do those now. What we'll do first is go to Kakariko Village. Let what's his name tell us what we need to do. Is this the right way? No. This is. Let him tell us what to do. We'll go find a memory, get the, the champion's armor. And again, there's lots of little things I can be collecting and grabbing here. I just don't really have the patience for that right now. We'll get to it though, trust me. Now, we're going to go back down where we came from with our horse. Alright, now that we're free of the village, we can skedaddle a little bit. We're going to go up here past this bridge that we came over earlier. And then we're going to hang a left and head towards Kakariko Village. Now, I'll probably go ahead and grab that tower while I'm at it because it's a good, again, another good warping point. I think you can actually sail straight to the village from that tower if you don't have the shrine in the village or a shrine near the village opened up yet. I think it's just on the other side of this bridge. And those of you that have played this before, you're watching me go, and there's a Korok over there. I'm sure there is. It's been a little while since I played this one, and I'll get to it, I promise you. I think there's one on this bridge here too, but I'm not going to fool with him right this second. I think this is what you call it, guy. He doesn't have a label over his head. Eve Clan, yeah, that's what I was about to say. He doesn't have a label over his head, then he's Eve Clan, and I don't want to fool with him right now. But he does have a pretty good weapon, so... Take that. And he'll give me a couple of rupees too, which would be nice. And bananas. Red rupee, there we go. Nice little quick start here on the rupees. And I will definitely be taking this weapon. Dropping this. Use that. Dropping this. taking that. Okay, I still got my horsey. Come on back here, buddy. And I think this is where that Korok is. Over there. Okay. And I might as well go ahead and get it while I'm here. Turn around, horsey. Now, I usually save my game. I don't know why it's accidentally doing that. Usually save my game before I do this, because I will eventually run out of rocks. But I'm not going to do that this time. If I don't get it, I'll just come back later. That'll do it. And just for every one I have to, that I get, it's one less I got to come back for later. Where'd my horse go? Can you hang around? That's ridiculous, but whatever. I'll trade you in on you, horse. I didn't ask you to go that way. Let's go this way. Alright, even the sign, if you stop and read it, will say Hateno Village. Hateno Village, however you want to pronounce it. So we're going to go on back this way and follow. Those are the first of their kind here, and I normally would stop and get them, but they're just, there'll be plenty of them, y'all. We'll get plenty of other opportunities. Sleeping Bokoblin right there on the right. I'm not worried about him too much either. And these horses are good once you get them conditioned and trained properly. They will walk the path. You don't have to even move left or right. You can just put them on a path and go, and they'll walk it. Watch this. See how he'll turn? And he's not even 100% horse yet. He's just a horse that's, learning. We're going to go through what's called Fort Hateno right here. There's a guy right there we can talk to. I'm not going to. We can always come back. There's a place there we can get some stuff. We'll come back to it. Like I said, there's a lot more Koroks and such in this general area. I'm just trying to get to Hateno Village. And then we're going to call it quits for the day, because I don't like to be on here that long. I've got more important stuff to do with my time. No offense. There is a shrine over there on the left in that corner. I can open up depending on something. A side quest, I think, is what it is. That shrine up ahead, I believe, is the one I'm going to need to do to mark and warp here to Hateno Village. And again, those guys don't bother me so much. Especially when I'm on my horse, because he's fast. Fast enough. Move it or lose it, Oz. I think this is the sign that says take a left to go to Hateno. Yeah. We're going to come back for this other stuff. There's bees, the honeybees over there. They're what do you call it, beehives. I'll collect those. We'll get it, guys. go up there in the next Great playthrough and get that tower. It's kind of a challenging one for early in the game, but we'll get it. And we'll hang a left, not a right there. We'll go to the left up here. Why are you going this way? And I don't think they'll let the horse in here at Kakariko Village. I think he's got to sit out. Yeah, they do. They let him in. We're going to go up here to that shrine. And then we're going to follow the map. That house back there, right where my head is, will eventually be our house, but not now. And we'll get into that. But it's a big game, y'all, like I said, long way to go. Let me finish this one up here and get the orb and the save location, the warp location, and then we'll call this one quits for today. I distinctly remember not liking this one. That ought to do it. I'll come back for the treasure chest and just make sure that does it. And you can flip that thing entirely upside down. I'm not a sore loser. I'll do it the right way. Now that that's done, let's see if I can get on that thing and get that treasure chest. Bow is a good one. We'll drop this one and get the Frank. I think it's got the zoom in capability where you can long distance. So we're going to do that. Alright guys, this is where we'll pick up where we'll come back. Still a lot to do in this game, and again, you can do what you want to do on your own time. I'm just showing you the way I did it, and I know this will beat the game. I know this will 100% the game, But there's lots of ways to do it. I'm just kind of giving you how I would do it and how I did it my first, second, and third time, I guess. So, good seeing you guys. Catch you next time.